Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Save File Podcast, episode 28. Today with me, I have Dan,
Heyo.
my main man Charbel,
Hey.
and of course, I have Amph.
Heidi ho.
And I'm Josh, and today we're going to talk about a few things and one incredibly rage-inducing thing at the end. But we'll start off with E3 and our kind of hopes for what we want to see. Charbel, you want to take this?
Yeah, you know what? When it comes to E3, right? This year, judging by who's going, I'm most excited for Microsoft because that's where the majority of the third-party announcements will be. There's so much I would love to get announced, but the one thing I really wish that would, get announced at a Microsoft E3 presentation is a remake of Saints Row 1 and 2.
Really?
Honestly, yeah, dude, honestly, right. I saw there's a Saints Row YouTube channel that I'm subscribed to, and he put up a poll, and it was like, do you prefer Saints Row 1 and 2 or Saints Row 3 and 4? And over 75% of people said Saints Row 1 and 2.
Really? That's very surprising to me.
I mean, did you play the first two?
Yes, I did.
You did? And
Yeah.
Did you prefer 3 and 4?
Yes, personally.
Okay, we now established you have terrible taste.
No, I enjoyed the parody elements more because I think
Yeah.
GTA at the time was doing it a lot better.
Okay, a controversial statement, right? Saints Row, the first one, came out in 2006,
Yes.
right? I think it did a lot of stuff better than some GTAs.
Yeah, but we're comparing to, like, what, San Andreas at the time?
Well, yeah, I mean, for the time, it was more advanced than San Andreas in a lot of ways. I mean, even if you compare it to GTA 4, and you guys know how much I love GTA 4. Story-wise, it doesn't touch GTA 4. But if you're talking about things to do that aren't the story, there's fucking heaps in Saints Row 2. There was actually a trailer, right? And I'll get Clinton to link it below. It's called Would You Rather, and it was a Saints Row 2 trailer where they poke fun at GTA. And there's a bit where it's like, would you rather go bowling
God.
or steal a sewage truck and spray tons of sewage on everybody? And it's obviously showing Saints Row 2.
Hey Nico, let's go bowling.
And it goes on a bit, and then at the end it's like, we know you're busy doing those other things, but we'll always be having fun here. And it was a fantastic trailer. It's such a memorable trailer. I remember seeing that when I was in like year 6. It was fucking fantastic. Oh, man. What about you guys? What do you want to see announced? If you could have anything announced at E3, and we obviously know Sony won't be there, so no Sony things, what would you guys want to see?
Does that include anything that's already announced?
Yeah.
Let's go with
We're talking about reveals. Come on, if you can have anything announced.
Come
what
on,
are
man.
thinking?
You got to have the bingo card.
I'd like, so you know how we'll get to the whole Dragon Quest thing later, right?
Yeah.
So we now have like the 2D HD games being like a forefront for like remakes and games that want to take on the classic aesthetic, I guess. I'd like to see Chrono Trigger in that style, like a remake for Chrono Trigger, like the Octopath style.
Oh yeah, no, I did see that ask. I really think that's a great idea. I'd love to see Chrono Trigger made in the Octopath styling.
Yeah, because I wouldn't want that to turn into like a full-blown remake, if you know what I mean, like a Final Fantasy VII or
Yeah, you would
Trials
rather
of-
like a remaster.
Yeah, essentially. Like, the gameplay of Chrono Trigger and the story is fine. Like, you shouldn't touch that shit. And the aesthetics of what Chrono Trigger was fine as well. Like, Chrono Trigger had pretty fucking good graphics back then.
Oh yeah, for the 16-bit, it's like top tier 16-bit.
Yeah, like, the sprite art of Chrono Trigger is, like, French kiss. Good. That's what I'd want. I'd like to see that. Like, I want to see more utilization of the 2D HD engine that Octopath left behind, and yeah, I want Chrono Trigger to be a thing.
I know this might be a little bit off topic, but just because it was brought up before I forget, if we'll have to send the tweet to Clinton, but the one where it was just like making Dragon Quest more palatable for a Western audience.
Oh.
And the entire tweet was just, if you change every single aspect of the game.
Oh yeah, that pissed me off too. That's that whole thing where they like, oh yeah, no, we need to westernize a Japanese franchise just to make it more accessible, and I'm like, if you want to play a westernized style game, play a Western RPG.
Yeah. Why are you going to like these Japanese games and saying, man, why can't this be Fallout?
Yeah, like you're wasting your time.
Yeah, sorry to get us a little off topic, so I guess I'll bring us back in there. I really, really would like to see another Fire Emblem game.
So do I.
I want Generations of the Holy War, which is a old Fire Emblem game. I believe it's 4. I really want to see that remastered, which I think is possible because they have been remastering a few of the old games.
I'm thinking of Fire Emblem, the Fifth House or some shit. How happy would you be for a Three Houses sequel?
See, that would annoy me, only because it's basically the same thing as the people who ask for, like, Skyrim 2.
Believe it or not, Charbs, my response to that is, I wouldn't be happy.
No, I wouldn't be happy for that either.
Amph, are you just in the position where you think, like, Three Houses, in the state that it is, its finished state, is just... There's no need to touch it or do anything more? Is that why?
Absolutely. Like, the story, like,
done.
You know how you have, like, the 3 houses, right? Or, you have 4 routes you do, plus the DLC. I feel like making a sequel to the game, like a direct sequel, would have to make one of those houses canon, and I feel like that's a problem.
Oh, yeah, that would defeat the entire point of a morally grey story.
Yeah.
I'm imagining how much the fan base would hate that.
Look, I'm just going to say that would be a terrible decision because it's finished. Like, the games have definitive endings with, like, it tells you the lives and the deaths of the fucking characters at the end.
Yeah.
Like, it gives every single one of them an epilogue. There's no reason to do it.
I think that would work for 3 houses better is a prequel than a sequel, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, a prequel could work. A prequel in the same world could work, but I would prefer to see something new.
I'd prefer to see something new as well. But if they were to make something like based in Fodland, the 3 houses world, a prequel would be good. Like you got the war that I think Sothis had.
Yeah, the original like thing where all the dragons died and all that. You can do that, but like, why?
You've also got Byleth's dad. I forgot his name already. It's like Gerald. Yeah, you can do a story based on Gerald pretty easily.
Yeah, but I think that would work more as a DLC than a actual game.
True. That's why I think they should. That's why I think they should leave 3 houses alone. Like, it's personally my favorite game of all time. Like, I love the series of Fire Emblem, but it's good that it's all standalone, so they can make something else.
Yeah. Shabo, Dan, what are you looking forward to?
Honestly, the thing I want to see at E3 is I want to see Lego Star Wars. That's
really?
All I want to see. I've been so keen for it ever since they announced it.
Lego Star Wars. Is that for the new trilogy?
No, it's for all 9 movies.
Oh, God. Jesus
the
Christ.
Skywalker series so far.
So, like, growing up, I
So
played
far.
so much of the complete trilogy, and it's by far my favourite Lego game. To see them redoing this, I'm very keen to see what it is and how they're going to take... Because all the things about it, they're saying they're taking the Lego games in a new direction with this as well. And it's just like, how they're going to change such a solid formula for these games and add something new to it or change them in a way that makes it new.
Are they going to rewrite the last 3 movies and make them good?
But they'll probably be better.
Yeah, they're guaranteed to be better. I don't know how you go, like, down from there.
Well, they'll add in the Lego sense of humor and it'll be better.
Yeah,
Is it
true.
bad that I pretend that the last 3 movies don't exist?
Hey, we all thought the prequels were bad, and then
And then
The
Disney.
prequels are
The
actually
sequels game.
the prequels are actually like, now that you look at it, like with like the extra shit, it's better written than you thought.
Yeah, it's like it's not as bad. I mean, we got Clone Wars out of it, and that would be worth it alone.
Yeah, like the Order 66 shit, pure genius.
Oh yeah, Order 66 scene is way more brutal if you watch Clone Wars.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, like they really went in depth with what happened with Order 66, and what they've done with it was really fucking smart.
Especially
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
no, I
last
think
few
it is.
episodes of the Clone Wars. Those are really those last few
Oh, yeah.
episodes are really good.
Yeah. Well, we probably
what
talked
about
about
you?
Star Wars enough.
So what about you, Charbs? Do you have? Oh wait, you said yours, which was Saints Row, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you really
Saints
want
Row.
Saints Row. I've got my Nintendo bingo card.
All I really want from Nintendo, at least from stuff that I can assume is on the way, is I want to know who the next character for Smash is, and I want it to be someone that I would enjoy having in Smash. I think they've done a great job with Smash, but I never picked up Fighters Pass 1 just because there was no characters in there that I really felt like I cared about.
Yeah, you didn't
Because I
have
haven't
like, the
played
Banjo
anyone's
thing.
games. Yeah, I never played Banjo-Kazooie growing up, so I never had that like nostalgic attachment. I like that they put them in. I think it's like a well-deserved decision to put them in, but
It was also
I
30%
don't-
JRPG characters.
It was, but also
Yeah.
it's a Japanese game.
True.
What do people
yeah,
want? They put fucking Minecraft in it. Is that not enough?
no, that was Fighter Pass 2, I believe.
Yeah.
Because I've got Steve. To be honest, you know what I would love? A sequel to ARMS, because I never played ARMS.
Yeah,
And,
if they
like,
made a
by
sequel
the
to
time
Arms.
I got a Switch, no one was playing ARMS anymore.
Yeah, no, that would actually be really cool if they made Arms, like they made like a sequel or even like a reboot to Arms. I mean, they
Yeah.
just did Min Min, so it's not impossible.
Nintendo have some really, really fucking good ideas. You know what I loved that a lot of people around me hated?
What?
Nintendo Labo.
Oh,
I
really? I
love
thought
the-
that was cool.
I thought it was maybe it's just because we were all studying game design. But I fucking love the idea of Nintendo Labo.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
I mean, if someone was using a piano for it, because there's like the whole piano attachment, and I thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Did you guys see like the leaks in quotation marks about the Switch Virtual Console?
Ooh, no, I actually
No.
haven't heard of this. What is it?
So I'm not sure if Clinton's going to be able to dig this up, so I'll try to explain it best I can. So basically, someone said, an anonymous source has said that the Switch will be getting a dedicated virtual console library. So things from the N64, the DS, the SNES, and the NES, which are already on there. So like, there's going to be like a library for the 64 and the DS, and I believe the Wii.
Ooh.
What about GameCube?
Fuck the GameCube.
Hey, I want GameCube.
Yeah, I want GameCube too, but like I can only think of 3 games on the GameCube I really want.
Yeah, because the rest are like either remastered or
Yeah,
brought
okay.
over.
Okay, GameCube games I would love to see on the Switch. I want to see Kirby's Air Ride, definitely. Melee,
Path of Radiance.
Path of
Oh,
Radiance.
can you
Path
can
of
you
Radiance.
imagine? Can you imagine if they actually ported Melee and gave it like online?
Oh, I could see them doing it.
I don't think they'll fucking do it.
No, I
But
think they do it because they do still support the Melee scene. Like to a certain extent, they still accept the fact that that's a active game.
You know what would be even funnier? If they don't do Melee but they ported Brawl.
I would appreciate that. I want a bloody Smash Brothers DLC that just gives it a subspace emissary like quest.
I think that, from what I remember, the reason that Sakurai said he wouldn't do it for Ultimate was because people posted videos of like the cutscenes and that on YouTube, whereas he wanted it to be a reward for actually completing it in game.
Oh, that's
And
it.
so he was like, yeah, there's no fucking point putting all this effort in when people are just gonna look it up online
But here's-
instead of experiencing it the way he wants it.
Here's the thing, though.
That's not a
World
good
of
excuse.
Light wasn't as good as the Subspace Emissary.
No, it was not.
Like World of
The
Light
Subspace Emissary was fucking awesome.
World of Light was fucking. I don't want to go there, but it's trash. I'm sorry.
I mean, I like what they tried to do. I don't think... I feel like World of Light's just really overwhelming in some ways. It just, like, dumps you in, and it's like, go, use. These are spirits, use them. And, like, some spirits feel fantastic. Other spirits, you feel like they don't do much. Like, Little Mac is one of my mains. So I put a spirit that just ups punch damage and knockback.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, I can't tell the difference. Like, bear in mind, they stack. So I've got all these spirits, and I'm doing, like, fucking, I don't know, like 40% extra damage. And it's just, it doesn't feel it. You know, it doesn't feel like it.
Nah.
Yeah, no, it really, the spirits really don't feel like they make a huge difference. I mean, I'm sure they do.
The
Like,
aesthetical
I'm sure
ones
if someone
do.
was using spirits and someone wasn't, like, you'd be able to
No,
feel the
no,
difference.
they absolutely do, because one of our mates who doesn't play Smash, or, like, plays it when we bring it over to his, used Ganondorf with, like, 1,000,000 spirits on. And I was using Little Mac with no spirits, and trust me, that fight went on way too long.
How unbalanced was it?
He essentially could one-hit me with, like, any of his Smash attacks, but he kept just trying to do Warlock Punch. And bear in mind, I couldn't knock him back either, so half my moves were just... that was so useless. I just had to punch and dodge, punch and dodge. It was almost like it was a boxing match.
Yes. I would like to see, I think this will just be there, like, for granted, Breath of the Wild 2.
Please. God. I mean,
don't know
fucking
why they
Papa
wouldn't have
Nintendo,
it.
please.
Okay, I'll be honest, I have a conspiracy theory,
Oh, ooh, okay.
right? Now, I have no basis for this. This is not fact, and I do not work at Nintendo.
Okay, are they putting
But
chemicals in the water to turn the Hyruleans gay?
No. I think if we do see a Switch Pro, they'll announce Breath of the Wild alongside it. Not announce Breath of the Wild 2.
Release it.
They'll, yeah.
I could see them doing that, but I don't think they would do the 3DS thing of making it exclusive to the Switch Pro. I think.
Oh
they're just
no,
gonna,
but
like,
it'll just be
hint
a
it.
lot nicer on the Switch
If they
Pro.
do that
Yeah, they're
again-
just going to be like, look, we're not saying you have to, but it'd be really nice if you did.
Dude, if they did the new 3DS thing again, I'd be so fucking mad.
Oh yeah, I'd be pissed.
Like, you know what they did with like the new 3DS, right? There was only like one exclusive for the new
It was
3DS.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah, and that lagged like shit. So what was the point? Like there was frame rate drops, dude. Frame rate drops.
I mean, it was a handheld.
I know. Yeah, but you don't usually get
Yeah,
don't
but you're
usually get
promoting
frame rate
it-
drops on a handheld.
Yeah, you promote.
Look, I'm not excusing it because they released the game in that state, but at the same time, it is a handheld.
It is, but if you're gonna get Xenoblade Chronicles, just fucking get it on Switch. It's the best version. Like, if there's no frame
Or
rate
better
drops.
yet, just don't play Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna stay quiet from now on.
I actually have to report that I've changed my mind, right? As much as I would love to see Saints Row 1 and 2 remastered, I want a new Def Jam.
Oh yeah.
Fight for New York.
Like, I've seen people make, like, it's all fan-made, of course, but I've seen people make cover arts, like Def Jam Fight for New York, The Takeover, as, like, a new sequel to it. Or, like, Def Jam World War, where you have... Because Def Jam now do have links to, like, other labels around the world. So that, like, sort of opens up.
Def
Like-
Jam. Shut
Well,
up
you better not pray you get like a monkey paw for this sort of wish, because you could get like Def Jam, but it has mumble rappers.
I don't care about that. I'll beat the shit out of him in game. But
Def
as long as...
Jam, Def Jam Shack 2.
Oh my god, no, but as long as it's Def Jam, as in the same style as, like, Fight for New York and Vendetta were. Whereas, it's so rare to see, such a change in style like they did from Fight for New York to Icon. Icon was so much slower than the previous one. There were no weapons, there was no crowd in any of them. And the world would, like, I don't know how to put it, but it would, like, bounce to the beat of whatever song was playing. So you could, like, throw someone into a table and the table would flip, like, on beat with the song. So if you, like, timed it right, You throw them into this table, and the table would hit them and send them flying. And I'm like, that sounds not that bad on paper, but in practice, it did not work.
No.
So in Def Jam Fight for New York as well, there were multiple fighting styles. And if you picked, say, submissions as your first fighting style and then martial arts as your second one,
Right.
you had like a specific moveset to that character. And whereas if you flip it and you get martial arts first and then submissions, the moveset changes. Def Jam Icon only gave you, I think, 5 styles. It was either 5 or 6 styles, and that was it. So 2 people with the same styles fought exactly the same. And you're just like, why? Why would you do this? It was, oh man. The funniest thing, right, I watched a video by, I'm trying to remember who it was. I think it might have been Did You Know Gaming. But they talked about Def Jam Icon for a little bit. And they talked about how EA Chicago sort of didn't really give a fuck about making it because they were working on Fight Night.
Right.
And there's a big difference between going for Fight Night, which is more of a boxing, I'll call it a simcade, because it's, you know, that's where I think it lies. To go from that to Def Jam, which I don't know why they were given it, but I've actually seen a lot of rumors and people saying that because EA has announced that they're going to change things up slightly, a lot of people are reporting that. So people are speculating that EA Big might be coming back. I would fucking love that.
EA what?
EA Big.
Big?
You don't remember EA Big?
I don't remember EA Big.
None of you... Dan, do you remember EA Big?
It rings a bell.
EA Big was like their extreme sports type of thing. So they did the Def Jam games, but they also did like their snowboarding games. They did like a whole bunch of stuff. They did the NBA and NFL Street and FIFA Street games. Like it was all their sort of not focused at very hardcore fans games type of thing. And they made like they made hit after hit after hit. They made a lot of fantastic games. And then EA sort of went no, and then closed them for some fucking reason. But I would absolutely love if EA Big came back. As much as I don't like EA, I would love for EA Big to come back.
Well, when it comes...
So should we talk about the Dragon Quest stuff now?
One more thing about the E3 stuff.
Oh, yeah.
My main focus technically for E3 is Final Fantasy 16.
I know. I would like to see more of that.
Yeah, that is what I'm mostly because you know how I've ordered like Tales of Arise. That's Final Fantasy 16 is the other thing I will pour a lot of money into.
What is Final Fantasy 16 meant to play like? Didn't you say in the chat we have earlier it was meant to be like a Souls-ish type of thing?
Oh no, that's Final Fantasy Origin, which is
okay.
which is meant to be based on Final Fantasy 1 or something. That's like a rumor at the moment. Final Fantasy 16 is like the combat designer is the same as Devil May Cry 5's.
I want a Final Fantasy mod for any Final Fantasy that when you die, instead of it saying you died, you just hear Tidus's laugh. Wait, fucking ocean.
I'd love to see a mod for 5 like
It's
that.
like you just die and then you just hear ha ha.
But
ha,
you saw that video I sent you before, didn't I? Didn't you? Sorry.
Absolutely not yet.
Oh.
It's in my. I'll put it to my watch later. I just haven't got it around.
'Cause
to it. I know there's an actual reason why they're laughing like that,
Yeah, and
but I don't know.
it's a legit reason. Like I've played the game and I know why, and I know the context. So people who either made fun of it just hasn't played it yet. So Dragon Quest
Still,
12.
So yeah, Dragon Quest 12. Apparently it's going to be dark as shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get darker than 11. I mean, 11 had some pretty dark plot points.
They changed the opacity down one so it's a darker screen.
Oh, I see.
But was 11 even dark at all? I felt like it wasn't.
I
had
remember that your
moments.
entire town was cleansed. because you lived there.
I felt like Dragon Quest 7 was darker.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it was. Didn't one of your party members just fucking die?
In 7?
No, in 11.
Yeah, they do.
In 11? Oh, yeah, nah.
I'm curious, so
Just you
Ant,
fucking fail the first time you try.
Like, she just straight up, like, gets...
She's like, oh shit.
She gets hit by a very strong attack and then she just disappears. And, yeah, you don't get it for the last half of the game.
You can get it back,
You can, yeah.
but it's really hard.
yeah, that's in the post game.
Yeah, and I felt like that post-game... It was like a whole new game, but I didn't feel like it was necessary.
Probably not.
Like, it kind of, the death of that character felt kind of invalidated undoing it.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I think, like... Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to do a party character death and have them come back without it feeling meaningless.
Yeah.
Like, I think Chrono Trigger did that the best.
Yeah, because there was that
Chrono
whole thing.
fucking dies.
He gets hit by a lava laser.
I like the fact that you don't have to get him back.
Oh yeah, you can finish the game without the main character. That's great. I haven't done that yet. I've only finished Chrono Trigger 1, so I haven't got like the other endings, but I heard of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Dragon Quest 12 being dark. Don't you find it strange that like Dragon Quest 12 and then Final Fantasy 16, they're like,
Yeah, both going through like an edgy phase.
yeah, they're both going through a gritty phase. Yeah, like they're both likely going to be MA.
I'd love to see a Dragon Quest as MA. I want to see. Let Eric say fuck.
The only series left that out of like one of the big three JRPG series that's not Pokemon. The only one left that needs to turn MA is probably not Berseria, the Tales series, but Berseria was close.
Berseria was very close. Is Arise? No, it's M, isn't it?
It's M. The Berseria and Arise, they're like the two first games that are like classified M in our country, because the rest of the games are PG.
Yeah.
And I think in America it's classified teen, which is like their PG.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of PG. Hold on, let me read back through this. So the things revealed for Dragon Quest was, of course, Dragon Quest 12, which apparently is going to have like a choice system, which is interesting.
I'd like to see character customization return.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see
I would
9's
love
character
it.
customization return.
I would also love the class system come back.
Yeah, that would be cool. Dragon Quest 10 offline, which will be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Which I feel like
Dragon Quest 10 online, which is offline. Dragon Quest 3 being remade in the Octopath engine, and Dragon Quest Treasures, which is like Eric's backstory.
Eric and his sisters, yeah.
Yeah.
There's also another one before all those games, which was a puzzle game, but they didn't. I know we're meant to like say what they showed off, but I didn't pay attention to it because I didn't care.
Look, I mean, like, I don't know. I'm glad that Dragon Quest is getting so many new things, but it just means Hunter x Hunter will never be drawn again.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't think it will be. Isn't he sick or something?
No, he has back problems.
Yeah.
Like, can't stand back problems.
Yeah. Did you say it's also going to be adapted in anime anyway? And
yeah, apparently, this is what I've heard, that the plan is to make the anime adaptation essentially outrun the manga.
Okay, yeah. Would he be at forefront? Or I wouldn't say like.
Yes, he would. Yeah, Takashi would probably be like the consultant. He would basically tell them where he wants the story to go.
Okay, sweet. Because that would be like whack if he didn't have like creative freedom for his own property.
Yeah.
So, Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D. I'm excited.
Yeah, no, I'm excited too. It's a great. Dragon Quest 3 is really good.
Yeah, have you played 3? Oh wait, no, you've played 5, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get the 3 remake and all that?
Yeah, if it has a Switch port, I'll get it on the Switch because I've always associated Dragon Quest with handheld consoles, so I'll probably end up getting it on that because I was late to the Dragon Quest 11 party because I waited for it to come out on Switch.
Ah, true, yeah.
I'm gonna get it on the Wii U.
Dragon Quest 10 was on the Wii U.
The most revolutionary console.
I legit do feel bad for the Wii U. Me and my mates had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, it is a bit sad.
Speaking of, like, you know, more Nintendo stuff. So this is another topic. Pokemon, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and Pokemon Legends now have release dates.
They do, and I'm very excited.
I am very excited as well.
Yeah, me and Lex love the Gen 4 games.
So do I. That's where I started. It's like my first Pokemon,
Yeah.
so it's really, like, special to me.
And
But I'm not getting that special edition. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Why? What comes with it?
It's just the Diamond and Pearl Jewel Pack.
Okay, I'll be honest. What is the point of a dual pack?
Well, let's say you're like me, and one person wants to play one version and one person wants to play the other. You can get it for slightly cheaper.
Yeah, basically.
and if it's
It's
anything
Is that-
like Sword and Shield, it came with a bonus steelbook in it as well.
Yeah, it came with like a special steel box, which is also
Okay.
You know,
pretty good.
maybe I might.
Yeah, steelbooks I get, but like,
Maybe
but, like-
I might get it. Maybe.
Maybe.
So who wants Pearl?
I'm getting Pearl.
I'm tossing up the dual pack or diamond.
I do the intelligent things and get my Nintendo Switch games digitally.
Well, I'm probably just
Oh,
gonna
you're
get
just
Brilliant.
the
joking,
special
I'm not.
minority.
I'm probably just gonna get Brilliant Diamond and then just say yeah, because with Pokemon Diamond, I didn't get the special edition or anything. So if I just get Brilliant Diamond on its own, I've come full circle.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't see the reason to get Switch games physically unless they're cheaper.
That's
Yeah.
fair enough.
I don't know. That's
Fair enough.
That's what, Josh is fuming. But like, hear me out. The whole premise of the Switch is that you can take it with you everywhere. If you buy all your stuff physically, and you go on like a road trip, you now have to carry like as many game cases as you want to play. Digitally, cuz if I take my Switch out of its stock right now, I've got like 30 games I can play on it.
Yeah, but the Game Boy, though,
What do you mean the Game Boy though?
you still had to carry around a whole bunch of games.
Yeah, get yourself a travel pack, my
Yeah.
dude.
Why? It's another fucking thing.
I just got a simple
Now I
case
can
with
just-
fits 8 games in it, plus one in the actual Switch itself.
Like, my case, you can put cartridges in it, but I'm just like, fuck it. What? I don't even want to swap the cartridges out because that's a pain in the ass. So now I get everything.
Yeah, but what if
digitally
you're
on
what
the
if you're
Switch.
like me and your SD card doesn't fit all the things that you own?
How big is your SD card?
128 gigs.
Get a 256. Done.
Yeah, that'll do it. No,
Yeah,
the
that
problem
would
is
do
like
it.
the games that I don't own many games on the Switch, not like an extreme amount, but they are all RPGs that are like 40 gigs each.
Yeah, that's mostly what I play. Like, if I was gonna go out on a holiday, I don't think I'm gonna be finishing 8 games in that holiday.
No.
Like, especially if they're RPGs.
I reckon I could finish 8 RPGs in 3 weeks.
Is that a challenge?
Challenge accepted.
Do it,
Let's send
do it.
him
No,
some,
do
yeah,
it.
let's send it, boys. Let's
no,
send
wait.
him some RPGs.
I'm choosing the RPGs. alright?
Absolutely not.
No,
And, no. I'm choosing.
No, no,
I'm
no.
choosing the RPGs.
No, no.
I'm choosing the
No,
RPGs,
no, no.
and I only have to complete the main quest line.
Yes, we agree with the main quest line.
How about
but you're
you
not picking
pick
those
4?
RPGs.
I am.
You're picking shit,
No,
bro.
no. I am. I'm picking all 8. Is that a deal?
No, that's
No,
not a
at
deal.
least
No.
4.
Let me and F and Dan at least pick one.
No.
He's
I could.
He's gonna play some bullshit.
Yeah.
You're gonna play some fucking 8-hour RPGs, my man.
No. My man here is gonna play some like 30-minute RPG Maker demos. You're gonna be like, they're all 8 done.
We're gonna
All 8 done. Yeah.
we're gonna shove fucking Dragon Quest down your throat, my dude.
Or he'll pick Pokemon
Okay.
as well.
3 houses.
Put it this way: the longest RPG I will play is Chrono Trigger.
What's that, like 30 hours?
Yeah, it can be 20
But
if you
that's
rush
like-
it.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah, Yeah, 20 hours. That's doable.
Okay, cool.
Actually,
cool.
there is one RPG which will be long, which is probably Breath of the Wild.
I can imagine the fucking burnout you would have by the end of this.
Yeah, I do imagine that. But
Right,
I really
I'm
wanted
not-
to get Charbel to play. I wanted to get him to play Lisa. Actually, I can because that game's only 10 hours long.
Add it to my backlog.
Yep.
The worst thing, right, about building my PC was I got Humble Bundle and I got Humble Choice. And I'm like, when you get Humble Choice, does anyone else have it?
I don't
I
know,
know
never
what
got
it
Humble
is and
Choice.
have had it.
Alright. So for Humble Choice, right, when I signed up to it, it asks you, like, essentially what tier you want. And I picked the highest one where you get all 12 games a month. And now my Steam
Holy
library
shit.
is fucking huge.
I was gonna say you must be rivaling me at this point.
I think I'm like just below 100, and I've had my I got my
okay,
PC
yeah.
in January.
Josh is insane. He's fucking insane.
maybe you're not rivaling me.
Why? How many do you have?
Oh, hold on, I'll get the exact. number.
300-ish.
Yeah, it's definitely over 300.
All right, give me 2 months, and I'll have 300.
Is that a challenge?
100%.
Are you challenging me?
I will bet I can have 300 games by 2 weeks when we record the next podcast.
I'll go
Hold
get
on.
your cardboard box ready.
What's the bet? What's the bet?
You'll have more games than me by the end of 2 months. Oh wait, did you say 2 or 3 months?
2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks? What are you buying?
I bet you I can have more games than you within the next 2 weeks.
My man, we need to get this boy a cardboard box by the end of the 2
Yeah,
weeks.
no, like put him in the 335. That's how many games I have.
Are you betting your house, Josh?
No, I'm not betting the house.
Oh yeah, well there's no point in me doing it then.
You already made a bet, which is a fucking RPG thing in one holiday.
Yeah. You
No,
get
no,
more
no,
than
no.
that. And
We did not shake hands.
You
on
can't
that
you
final
can't have
bet
two
for
more than 2
RPGs.
contracts. That's not how it works.
Yes, it fucking is. I've
this-
played a hat in time.
Haha, that's true. Oh, touche.
Okay, hold on. How about this? If you get more games than me in 2 months, then I will play a game of your choice. And then if you don't do it, you get to play a game of my choice.
I feel like the stakes aren't high enough.
I don't know. I can make you play some bullshit.
He can make you play
Hey, I can make-
Hell Retribution.
Josh,
I've got
Josh,
worse ones than that.
Josh, I will make you play 25 to Life, where one of the lines of dialogue is between a man arguing with, a gangster arguing with his girlfriend, saying, "I don't have to justify my thug."
Okay, then. You're going to play Battle Kid.
What's Battle Kid?
It's,
Do I have to... Okay, answer this question. Do I have to look it up in incognito mode?
No, you do not.
Okay, but like the stakes aren't high enough, man. Because like, I can do the 300 games.
Can
but
you? What are you buying?
Don't worry about it.
I think you might
bro.
need to
I
make
can
it
do
3 games instead of 1 game of choice.
No, 3. Because put it this way, if I can pull this off, I get to choose what you stream for the rest of the year.
How about you can pick the next game and I can't say no?
Oh, I'm getting fucking ripped off here. I'm getting fucking ripped off here. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Since I don't think this is gonna go through, I'll tell you what I was gonna do. I was literally gonna go on Steam, look at every game that is free, and just download it, just to fuck with you, just to prove that it can be done.
That would have actually messed me up. It would have been like, wait, what?
Oh man.
All right, since we're coming to the last half of the podcast here, I think it's finally time to discuss the forbidden script.
Oh no. Oh no, not that script. Nothing but that script.
So the CW was planning on making a Powerpuff Girls live-action TV show. And the script got leaked. And it's about the worst thing ever.
So I'll actually read it. Okay. So.
Okay.
A Twitter account called Brands Getting Owned. It's one of those gimmick accounts where they obviously that they shit on brands. They shared a photo where Discussing Film, another Twitter account, reported that the CW's live-action Powerpuff Girls is set to be reworked and will film a new plot sometime later this year. A commenter under it said, "I wonder how bad the plot is for them to make a new pilot." And then someone said, "I'll fucking show you." Now, they shared 3 scenes, right, of dialogue. Now, people sharing this script have been actually getting hit with copyright strikes, according to the comments on this post. So, it's all sources are pointing to something legit. It reads like bad fan fiction. Would you guys like me to start?
Yeah, go on. Go on. They have
Okay.
to suffer as I have suffered.
This reeks of how do you do, fellow kids. Alright, I'll start. Bubbles. Blossom's fine. I saw her on Insta that she has a boyfriend. I saw her on her LinkedIn she got promoted, and I saw her on Facebook she still talks to Grandpa despite their political differences. Buttercup. Coming back here is probably triggering for her. Bubbles. Why? Because she was the one who killed Mojo? I mean, moveon.org.
Oh, God.
Then there's another. I swear to God, I would hope this isn't real. There's another scene where it's Buttercup trying to wake up Blossom, and she's like, "Blossom, wake up, or we'll leak your nudes everywhere." And confusion appears on Bubbles' face. That worked on you once.
I don't have the strength. I tried to read the script, right? Like, it
Yeah.
took me like 4 minutes flat to find it. But, God, I did not have the energy to do it.
I think I got to like the 3rd page. I saw the word sexy and I fucking dropped it.
I've got some great ones.
There is.
Here's one that actually just fucking made me stop reading. Narrator. He'd hoped to use the chemical to gain powers himself. Powers he'd use for good, like Elon Musk. But also for his own personal gain, like Elon Musk. But what would he use? What would it be now? Mojo wasn't cute. He didn't have any sugar or spice or anything nice. He was just plain old boring man. In bold on a fucking script.
It is as bad as we are reading, right? Now, one commenter points out, they say, I refuse to believe this script I refuse to believe it's real. Someone said, well, anyone who's sharing this script is getting hit with copyrights.
Yeah,
by
that's
the
bad.
copyright holder. So, I mean, that's pretty fucking bad.
I need
Now-
to address something that really bothers me.
What?
Why is Buttercup presented as an incredibly horrible, like,
Human being?
aggressive lesbian?
Yeah,
Like-
Buttercup is not a likable person in the bits of the script we read.
Like, I've got no problems with them, like, playing around with the girls' characters a little bit, but holy shit. Like, I think one of the first lines in the fucking thing was just like Buttercup saying, "Oh, I've been up all night trying to convince my girlfriend that I'm not seeing other women." And Blossom goes, "Yeah, but you are." And she goes, "Yeah, but like I shouldn't have to put so much effort into her thinking I don't." And I'm just like, why are they so awful?
Yeah,
Sorry,
well, I'm actually
sorry,
a little bit
ow.
sad. I'm actually a little bit sad. I want this to be made just to see the reaction. Josh, well, when I sent the tweet that had a few scenes, right, I said to Josh, Josh, tell me you can find the full script for us to see. It took Josh 4 minutes and he found someone who had shared the full script. I haven't read through it, but Josh has told me it's as consistently bad as the scenes we saw.
Bubbles, for some reason, keeps calling the professor Daddy. I'm almost positive they just called him the professor. Am I wrong?
They did call him the professor. They never called him like father or dad. They considered him a
Dad.
father.
They considered him a dad, but they just called him the professor.
Yeah.
And by the way, the professor's first name is Drake.
Drake Utonium?
What is
Drake
Is that-
Utonium.
that actually his name, like in the cartoon?
No, he didn't have a first name.
It was just Professor Utonium. He just looked like Samurai Jack.
Every time they were like, "Oh, what's your name?" He was like, "Haha, I'm the professor."
Oh man.
What didn't the episode, like the new episodes from like a couple of years ago? How did they manage to write something much worse than that?
Yeah, I know the reboot was really bad. Like I'm on the Powerpuff Girl wiki, and everything just refers to him as Professor Utonium. Drake Utonium is from the Powerpuff Girls Z anime series. So yes, his name is actually Drake. That's interesting.
But isn't Z like some alternate universe shit?
Yeah, Z is like the anime universe of Powerpuff Girls. Also, for some reason, he's like their brand manager, and is like worried about their image. Because Buttercup says that wearing a dress is forced heterosexuality. I don't even know where to start.
Funny thing is, the whole reason why the Powerpuff Girls was made was because the creator was just sick of seeing fucking Sailor Moon everywhere or something like that.
I think she was inspired from Sailor Moon.
That was written by a dude.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
No, it was written by a girl, wasn't it?
No, Craig McCracken.
Oh, Craig McCracken. Oh, I'm very wrong then. Because I know, like, the original Powerpuff Girls had some great fucking episodes.
Yeah, it was...
Like, the Seducer episode is really good.
It was a long time ago that I haven't seen it in, like, ages, but I remember having fun memories.
The fact that him doesn't come out at the end of this script and just kill all three of them is the biggest disappointment.
I was going to say, are we not going to talk about how they literally fight the devil?
Yeah, he is like literally the devil. I don't know how else to explain him. Oh god, I don't know how it's this bad. I don't know how people who consider themselves writers made this.
Out of all the reboots that were very successful from Cartoon Network, the one that hit home run, the only one that hit home run, was Samurai Jack.
Yes, it was.
Season 5.
Because Cartoon Network didn't make it.
Yeah, Season 5 was a banger.
I've actually never seen the reboot of Samurai Jack.
It wasn't a reboot.
It's not a reboot, it's just the continuation of the series. They just made a final season.
Yeah, but people hated the ending of it so much that when they made the video game adaptation, I think they retconned it.
Yes, they did. Hold on. I'm going to read some more Powerpuff Girls dialogue, and you can tell me if it was written by a human being or I put it through an AI. Butch, last time I saw you, you broke off our engagement and told me that you pawned the ring for drugs. Bubbles? Was that you?
I'm disgusted.
I don't have... Look, God left us on purpose, I'm just saying.
Maybe that's why Bubbles is always so cheery in the fucking show, eh?
God, it's so fucking...
She's high as shit.
Yeah, apparently she was high as shit, and is a daddy's girl, and the fucking... Where's the Dirty Dancing line?
Oh, yeah.
I need to know... I need to fucking do it. Oh yeah, Bubbles. Look, we loved being the Powerpuff Girls, but sometimes we wanted to do other things too, like in Dirty Dancing. Baby wanted to join in the Peace Corps, but she also wanted to be a fancy slut, and her dad didn't get it.
I would really hope that's not a part of the actual script.
It is.
Is that?
Yeah, it's part of the script.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, this is her dad's line that was fucking responding to that emotional quotation marks. Jerry Orbach was doing his best to understand.
I just want to know one
underneath
thing,
that,
though.
by the way, is a vivid description of Blossom walking in a Buttercup having sex with a woman named Macy, and her saying that 6 times is enough.
I just want to know one thing, though. Were they trying to make like an Adult Swim continuation or something?
No. It's the CW, which is like.
But
what are CW shows? It's like Archie.
It's written like. But it's written like the Powerpuff Girl version of My Eternal.
Yeah, it definitely is. Like, Jesus Christ. My Eternal is actually probably better writing than this.
Yeah, My Eternal. Oh, no, not My Eternal, My Immortal, you mean.
My Immortal, sorry.
That was...
My Immortal.
God fucking awful.
Sorry. Well, I haven't thought about that in a while. But no, the CW is like Batwoman and Riverdale, like those kinds of shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Arrow as well, Flash.
Yeah, Arrow. You know that Batwoman is terrible?
No, because I don't pay attention.
Oh,
to
it's
most
really
shows.
it's not good. It's really
Okay,
not good.
so the only superhero show that like I sort of got into was Arrow, right?
Right.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it up until right they force you to watch the other shows. I think it was like season 4, right?
Yeah, they had like the big crossover event.
Yeah, they have a crossover event, and then season 4 is now in a different timeline. Because one of the characters, Spartan, or better known as John Diggle, he was like, seasons, I think 2 and 3, he's got a daughter named Sarah. And then, like, start season 4, and he's like, yeah, this is my son, JJ. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like, what
that's probably
happened?
had something to do with the Flash, because I think they were doing
Yeah.
like a Flashpoint
Yeah,
kind of
they
thing.
did a Flashpoint.
Which is
Yeah, it
really-
was.
Also, I want to talk about this, and this is related. This is exactly why American, or like Western comics are getting fucked by manga at the moment. It's because it's just fucking confusing. Like, if I told you guys, go read Spider-Man, would you have any idea what comic to start with?
I'm not gonna lie, no.
No, I just know that there are like multiple universes at this point.
Yeah, but if I told you, go read Spider-Man.
I'll tell you, can
Go
you
read
find it
Spider-Man.
cheaper than $30?
What comic book do you fucking start with?
I
And
would
if-
just look for, like, Spider-Man Volume 1, but they've, like, done so many of them. You
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah,
know
what
which one to
one?
start with.
I just go up to him, give him a fucking copy of Invincible, and send him on his way, or him or her.
Yeah. Now, if I told you to go read Bleach, what volume do you start with?
One.
Yeah, exactly.
74.
Yeah, you don't
It only
fucking
goes up to
unless you're in
72.
unless you're at like a manga shop, in which case you get 3, 10, 11, 12, 13, then up to 40, and then we skip to 52, and then they have the very last volume, but they have like 10 of those ones.
Like I saw, like I think it's like Demon Slayer or something that's just like a high seller.
Yeah, Demon Slayer by itself. This is an actual thing. Demon Slayer, just Demon Slayer, has sold more copies than every American comic put together.
How many has it sold?
It sold more than One Piece, so a lot. And I'm talking about this year, by the way. I'm not talking about like the near 100-year history of comics. I'm talking about this year. Demon Slayer.
That's what I
has
thought
sold-
you meant. I thought you meant, like, over the last 100 years. I'm like, how many people are reading Demon Slayer?
Hold on,
Oh,
let me look up the actual number. Yeah, it did. Demon Slayer outsold the comics industry in 2020.
Wow.
It's that popular. Like everywhere I go, there's like Demon Slayer stuff you can get.
Well, yeah, because it's like legitimately the most popular manga at the moment.
Yeah,
Like it's outselling One Piece. Its movie is the highest grossing movie in Japan. It's the second highest grossing foreign film like ever.
like it reminds me of back in like what was it? When was Attack on Titan aired again? It's like 2013.
Yeah, 2014 I think it was.
Yeah, like the 2014 era of like anime. Like you had Attack on Titan and everyone knew about that. It kind of reminds me of that. Like
Yeah, I
even
think-
Big
I
W
think
was
Demon
selling
Slayer is a bit
like
bigger
Big,
than that.
yeah, but Big W had like was selling Attack on Titan posters because of how popular it was. I guarantee I think Attack on Titan is the most overrated piece of shit, but that's a
You
different
didn't like
topic.
the ending?
I just watched season 1 and I'm just like, nah.
Oh, the ending pissed some people off.
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
did.
be honest. And I'm guessing Dan was one of them.
How was the ending, Dan?
I was happy it ended. It took forever to end. And the last chapter, I was just like, hang on. What? Why did you just
Yeah.
do...
Do you need me to explain to you what happened?
I'm trying to not do spoilers.
Yeah, probably won't do spoilers for Attack on Titan because it did end relatively.
Earlier this
Recently.
year, yeah.
Yeah, earlier this year.
There is one thing I want to spoil,
Oh, yeah?
which is, believe it or not, the Titans attack.
Oh shit!
Um,
But they do not
so-
defend.
Yeah, no, they go for all out attack on FIFA.
Oh shit! Wait, what?
But put it
I
this
think
way,
he's trying to make a
On-
pun. Huh?
On FIFA you can like tell your team to go all out attack, which literally means even your goalie just fucking tries to score and shit.
I love the idea of the goalie just fucking sprinting from the goal, like, fuck it.
That literally does happen.
Can you do that in a match?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I remember, like, in the PS3 when FIFA had, like, 8-player games. And it was fucking fun to just have, like, a whole bunch of your mates playing, FIFA and all that. It was fucking hilarious because half of us just didn't know what the fuck to do. But, nah, man. Like, honestly, I hope more games come back with couch co-op. I know it's still a thing. But obviously, ever since online became a huge thing, couch co-op's taken a bit of a backseat. But I love couch co-op games.
I think they need to make a comeback because they're so much fun.
Me and Lex have been playing what I think is like the most recent couch co-op game I can think of, which is Outward. Think of like a really shitty Skyrim, and that's Outward. But you can play it couch co-op.
Wow, glowing review there.
Oh, it's really fun. Okay, it's only a game I would ever play couch co-op.
Oh, really?
Yep, only time I would play that game couch co-op, because it's way more fun with another person.
You know what game you really should play though, Josh?
What?
Couch co-op? Honestly, I think we should all play it. It's called Dream Mix TV World Fighting.
Oh my god.
Fuck's sake.
It's a party fighting game like Smash, but it's got Solid Snake, the Transformers, and Yugo from Bloody Roar. I think that's worth playing.
If I hear
If you
this
bring that
statement
game
one
up
more
again-
time, I'm gonna have a bloody roar myself.
If you do that one more time, I'm going to ask Clinton to do very unsavory things to your avatar.
It actually had Solid Snake before Smash, though. What a
My dude, it
triumph!
rhymes with smush smush.
So, speaking
Oh.
of couch co-op before we end, do you remember, like, Ratchet and Clank 3 and Gladiators, multiplayer Charbs?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my god, how good were they?
I was happy when they when they remastered 3 for the PS3. They let you play online, like, again, with that stuff. Which, for some reason, some games, when they get remastered, take out the online. Uncharted!
Yeah.
And I just don't know why.
I don't know if it still works, though, because I still got my copies of, Ratchet and Clank.
No, bro, I think those online days are long gone.
Yeah, those servers are dead.
I think they're pretty much gone now.
The funniest thing was, one of my mates used to play it quite a bit, and, like, eventually after a while, there was only a group of, like, 30 of them that still played it. So everyone sort of knew everybody. It was a really, like, tight-knit community by the end of it. But while we're on the topic of games that need to be remade, I want to close out with this: Mod Nation Races.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
I've heard of, that.
Mod Nation Races was fucking fantastic. And I want I want it on the PS5. Unfortunately, though, United Front closed, so...
Yeah, I think it's gone.
It obviously needs to be a new dev, but as long as they just remake it and it's the same and it gets the same sort of love that the Tony Hawk remake got, I'd be happy.
Alright. And I think we should wrap things up with... Would everyone like to give a game recommendation this week?
Okay, I was gonna say Dream Mix TV World Fights, but I'll go with the superior game, Def Jam Fight for New York.
Alright, so that's the game that you're going to recommend. F, what would you recommend?
At the moment, I'm playing, Nocturne, so if you want to get your ass kicked, play Nocturne. Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD Remaster.
And Dan, would you recommend anything this week?
What am I playing? I would definitely recommend, if you want to be absolutely terrified and have a fear of the ocean, play a new Subnautica expansion.
Alright, I'll wrap it back around. I think that people should give Billion Road a go. If you're looking for a Mario Party experience that just goes way, way off the rails, I think everyone here can pretty much agree that it's a good place to start.
Yeah, by mentioning
Yes.
that name, you've made me violently angry.
Billion Road's fantastic.
Billion
My
Road's
favorite
great.
is when my favorite is when Amph gets hit by the tax.
My favorite is when a gigantic lightning cloud monster decides to destroy all the real estate in Upper Japan because Charbel refused to fight it.
My favorite moment is getting hit by a fucking baseball bat crocodile. who
He
drains my
does
money.
do that.
What, not you guys, me trying
Yes,
to get as negative as possible.
I
Oh,
think
yeah,
he got like
Dan trying to
negative
incur as much debt as
500,000.
possible.
No, you were like in the
Uh.
millions, weren't you? For negative debt.
Yeah.
And then I had
I
to
guess-
take
Alright.
over.
Yeah. All right, so this has been the So Far podcast. Thank you so much for joining us today. With me again has been Charbel,
What's up?
Anthony,
See ya.
and of course, Steve.
Bye.
Good night, everyone. See you guys next time.
Signing off.
Signing off.
Enough.